Hi everybody, so today we're going to be making a beef ragout, which is like a stew but it's spicy and really good on a cold winter's day. We normally serve it with some type of pasta, just whatever you got in the cupboard. I'm doing a fettuccine today, or you could do spaghetti, anything. It is a shredded beef tomato based dish. I'm going to do everything on the fly today just because it's so easy. And first we're going to start by preparing 1.5 kgs worth of beef. This you could use chucked beef. I've got beef cubes today, so I'm going to be using that. Right, so first you pour some plain flour into a bowl. It's a bit much. Oh no. Swirl it all around and then pour some pepper into there. I've got about it. Wow. It looks like a tablespoon to me. I know you get some cooks who say, oh yes, about a tablespoon, and then they chuck like 3 tablespoons. I think that's a tablespoon. I'm just doing it on the fly here. I'll switch my pan on in the meantime and heat my oil. I'm using olive oil here, and this is I've put the pan on a very high heat. That looks like maybe 4 tablespoons. Yeah, super high heat, because all we're going to be doing is sealing our beef. We're not going to be cooking it as such. And then we're going to swirl the salt and pepper around in the flour like that. This is your very first step to doing your ragout. Then your beef will be coated in all of it. And also, when you are frying your beef, you don't want to overfill the pan. You want everything to be, to fry on either side if you can. All I'm doing is I'm just trying to coat every piece of meat with the flour. And I'm going to pop that in. Just try and shake off the flour before you put it in, so that you don't get a whole lot of flour in there. Okay, so I've managed to semi-fill my pan with the beef, and now I'm just going to fry it again on a high heat. Try and get as many sides of your beef pieces brown as possible, and then you just keep turning over until all your meat is sealed. Look at those crunchy bits. That's why you're doing this well. Look at that. Yeah, that looks yum. I don't know why I get so happy over food. And then you're going to fry, cook all your beef pieces. Just keep repeating this step until all your beef pieces have been seared. So this is what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be cooked. If you've got bigger pieces, it doesn't have to be cooked on the inside. This kind of piece, it's done there, but it's not done there. So I'm going to keep that in for a while longer. I've got a ways to go. This is my first batch. So I will check back with you soon. Okay, so I fried all my beef pieces, set them aside, and now I'm going to be using a cast iron pot because what I want to do later is what I'm going to do now is chuck everything into the cast iron pot and then pop it into the oven for 2 hours. If you don't have a cast iron pot, you can use a stainless steel pot. I have done this in the past. If you have any plastic or non-stainless steel bits on your pot, just wrap it in foil and you will protect your pot, and then you can use it as a Dutch oven. There's my tip for the day. Okay, so I've got some oil heating in my cast iron pot. It's about 3 tablespoons, and I'm using olive oil because I'm going to be frying a lot of onions. Celery and carrots. And I've used 5 carrots, I've used a bunch of celery, a full bunch, and I've used 2 onions. But then, you know, we're cooking at home, so it's up to you as well. If you don't like celery, then leave it out, but it all adds to the flavor. So I'm going to pop that in now. So ragu is really easy. You just throw everything in. I'm going to let the vegetables cook until they're sweeting, and then you'll see you just throw everything in. I'll get back to you soon. Let's do a veggie check. Get rid of the flavor at the bottom. I'll probably stir this around a few times more. When you're cooking, do always keep an eye on the food, just to make sure that things are moving along nicely and nothing's burning. You go through all this effort and you don't want to spoil things. Okay, I think the vegetables are ready. You can see it's starting to sweat, and now I'm gonna add all my herbs and spices. I've got here 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of thyme, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 beef stock cube, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of pepper. I'm just going to chop that all in. Also going to add in about 100 grams of butter, and I'm also going to add 1 cup of red wine. I have got here a Jacob's Creek Cabernet Merlot. If you're going out specifically to buy wine for this dish, you want a fruity red wine because you're going to get all the flavors from the red wine. If you never ever cook with red wine and you're a bit skeptical about it, I'm just going to turn my pan down now. If you're skeptical about it, with all the steam coming up, the alcohol evaporates. And all your dish will be left with is the flavors left over from the red wine. Okay, now I'm going to introduce my meat into this dish, and that is the total amount of effort that you get with the ragu. Just going to mix that all in. Actually, I did forget something. My tomatoes. 2 tins of tomatoes. If you've got diced tomatoes or if you've got whole tomatoes, it's all fine, whichever you prefer. Because the ragu is going to cook so long that everything's going to break down. Your meat's going to get super soft and be shreddable. And I'm also going to add a cup of water. That's about a cup, I think. All right. Just going to break that up. It's smelling so good already. All right, I'm just gonna mix everything up. And then you're gonna cook this on a low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then you're gonna pop it in the oven for 2 hours. I've already got my oven going. When I was sweating my vegetables, I turned my oven on. I should have mentioned that. It is on 170 degrees, so my oven's quite low. And you're going to do that for 2 hours. Guys, I have got my full ingredients list and the method, the full recipe in the description box. It's going to be easier for you, you know, when you're doing your shopping list. And I've done that with all my recipes as well, just so it's easier. That's looking so good. All right, cook for 10 minutes and get back to you. I'm standing awkwardly because my oven's open, but before I put it in the oven, I just want to show you what this looks like. Here you go. It's smelling amazing. So now into the oven. And that's gonna be in there for 2 hours. After an hour you can check it, you know, and maybe give it a stir. If it needs a bit more liquids, put some water in. But yeah, I'll check back with you soon. Okay, so it's been an hour and 45 minutes that our ragu has been in the oven. So we're 15 minutes early, and why that? What we're going to do now is pop our pasta into cook for 15 minutes. And this is boiling water with a tablespoon of salt. And then I'm also going to check the ragu. What I'm going to do now is just check the bottom, because all the liquid has floated to the top, and I'm just going to work the pot on the sides. Yeah, nothing is sticking at all really. Just starting to thicken up. Okay, and it's going to go back in the oven for the remainder of the time. So yeah, about 15 minutes. And by then the pasta should be ready. Oops. And I will be back with you when I'm going to get this all ready to plate. Okay, so my pasta is al dente, which is what I'm looking for. I'm going to strain that. I'm going to bring the beef ragu over and show you what that looks like. And I've also got my cheese to top it off. So we'll do that. Just gonna do a quick, I want to show you quickly how tender this beef is. I'm going to take a piece out. That one. I'll show you, it's just really shredding up, like it's really soft, which is awesome. And now we'll plate up and I'll show you. Like normally, if you just cooking for your family, what you'll do essentially is just take all your pasta, pop it in your ragu, and mix it all up. But I want to show you something a little bit fancy. So what you would do is you would take your, I'm having issues with my tools, but you would take your pasta like that, Then you would drop it in, don't drop it like, but do that and then twist your tool like that so that it piles up. Kind of like in a round circle. And then you would pop your ragu on top. Oh, that looks so good. Then I'm gonna pop some cheese on top. If you have Parmesan, use Parmesan, but I am just using a 3 cheese pizza today. And that's gonna melt on top, so. And there you have it, beef ragu, fettuccine. And of course, we have to do a taste test. Look at that, the cheese is already melting on top because it's so hot. I'm cutting the pasta so I don't look clumsy. That is beautiful, guys. Yeah. Please do like my video and subscribe to my channel if you love all this food, and do come back for the next one. You can also set your notifications so you get a ping when I post a new one. I'm excited about the next few recipes that are coming up. Enjoy your day. Bye. Hi again. I just wanted to show you what I've done with the ragu. I was saying earlier you could put all of your fettuccine or your pasta into the dish. This is what it looks like. I have not done, this is a double portion of ragu, and I've only prepared 1 packet of pasta, and I've got the other leftovers, if you like, and I'm going to let this cool down and then freeze it for when we feel like having ragu with fettuccine again. So I hope that's useful for when you're making really large quantities of food. I don't like to cook every single day. You know, if I can save myself some time, then, you know, and still have a great meal, why not? Thanks, guys.